lived in the part that was just normal.
Yeah.
So, people had horses and
How was Iowa? How was Iowa?
Great.
Yeah?
I got this. I loved
I've never been to Iowa. You have something against Iowa?
No, nothing.
Welcome back, everyone, to Rock Hard Caucus. This is episode, well, I don't know, because we're going to release it in a couple weeks, or 3 weeks or something. I don't know. It's 100 and something. This is Iowa's only podcast. My name is Justin. I've got my co-host Stella here tonight. How's it going, Stella?
It's going well.
How's the baby?
Good. Asleep, I think. Grayson, April. I recently had a baby.
That's so cool.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
It's okay.
Wow.
What's its deal?
We'll talk really quiet. So,
Yeah.
so that they can't hear us.
Thank you. What's its deal? Not sure yet. Still,
Okay.
It's still an infant, so it doesn't do much.
Okay. What does it do for work?
Yeah. It's kind of what manipulative of it to withhold its personality from you.
Yeah.
How
How am I supposed to love it?
It's going to start mirroring you to kind of trick you into loving it.
Yeah.
Are you worried it's going to try to single white female you and just kind of like replace you? That's what I would worry about if I had a baby.
Yeah, all babies hate their moms. So.
It makes these little noises to like trick you into taking care of it and stuff. I've noticed that. The one time I met him, or it. Are we referring to the baby as an it?
We have, because I haven't heard any other pronouns thus far. Yeah. But I'm listening to him. Okay.
You started that, Stella.
I'm picking up on him. I'm getting him vibes from.
Yeah. Well, it's hard
baby.
to know at this age. So one of the questions I have for you is, how would I ensure that my baby grows up to be trans?
Well, here's the thing. Gender is biological and it's assigned at birth. So,
Hey, are you the governor of Iowa?
No, but I'm hoping to be.
Yeah,
when I'm in town,
we're proud to announce. All right, we should probably say hello. I'm Grace.
Yeah, I was going to maybe try to introduce
I'm
you.
April.
Yeah,
Clark.
Girl God is
Clark,
here.
and we're Girl God.
We're Girl God, everybody. And we're coming to Iowa to set you crazy kids in Iowa City straight.
Unfortunately, Iowa's getting too liberal.
It's getting too liberal. We're coming in.
Everyone's been saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's too woke. So unfortunately, Iowa has gone woke.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, Iowa has gone so woke.
Unfortunately, Iowa has gone woke, and someone.
First of all, I don't
this.
think Iowa needs a city. Let's downgrade this. Let's go Iowa Township.
Yeah, why do you want a city so that you can have a bunch of bohemian types move in and live the place up?
Yeah. Do you want a city just so you can have like a drug trade? Is this your attraction?
You know what? Drugs
booming
create?
underworld?
Open-mindedness.
Yeah, you'll see the consequences of that. Iowa City is definitely a haven for that kind of thing.
A liberal oasis.
I'm terrified of entering this den of sin, but we will purify it with the power of some good old-fashioned Christian comedy.
Power of alt Christian comedy.
Alt Christian comedy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you say alt Christian, is it like
it means we love Jesus, but we're also not afraid to take his name in vain?
We're kind of like we think what we're doing is kind of a second Reformation of sorts, like the you had the Catholics, you had the Protestants split off from the Catholics, and then we think we're splitting off from the Protestants. Like we're kind of like creating a church of alt comedy, and it's not really about being funny. It's about praising the big guy. I've been Jewish until very recently, when we realized we could make money from this. So I'm pretty new to a lot of the fundamentals, but I'm learning. And at the end of the day, what we're doing is good work, and I would donate now.
My not
do you have
to
an Act Blue link or?
Yeah. Or you can just Venmo us. I'll promise it'll get used for good purposes. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
not to deviate from the joke here, but my Instagram has recently decided that I'm Christian, and
Nice.
it keeps suggesting me. I get
Oh, no.
Christian ads, I get Christian reels or whatever they're called on there constantly. But like hip like Christian memes, it's
Yeah.
very insane. A lot of like
Are there any other kind?
POV, there's a cute boy in worship next to you or whatever, or like
I've been
the
there.
try not to worship challenge or things like this. I've never it's insane. And of course it's just I reinforce it because I find it so funny that I keep watching these.
That's good. That's good research for our new congregation.
Totally.
So it's like a hip church. It's like really hip.
Our church?
It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of yeah, it's a hip church in that, like, you know, like everybody is pretty much just does what we say, and we wouldn't order people to do not chill cool shit.
Totally.
So yeah, everybody
Totally.
just follows our orders.
Yeah, it's
And
not a
as
cult if
long as
everyone
people do
likes
that.
what they're doing.
Yeah, people are loving it. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, both parties consent. Yeah.
Totally.
My Instagram reels recently have been a lot of like I don't have kids, and my reels have been like how to deal with like your kid getting bullied.
That's so
And
funny.
I'm like,
That is so
As a
awesome.
third
is this like a
party.
warning that my kid is gonna suck ass? Like,
That is
Targets.
so funny.
are you just telling me that my kid is gonna get like the shit beaten out of them? I mean, I certainly was bullied a lot, but my kid isn't going to be bullied even a little bit due to the fact that they're going to be raised in a community where what I say goes. So,
Yeah. You don't
wouldn't
bully the cult
Yeah.
leader's kid.
Yeah, exactly. That would be ridiculous.
It's a
I
bad
can't wait
move.
for Grace to have a kid. It's gonna be so funny.
It's gonna happen, and it's gonna
be amazing.
it's gonna be amazing.
That kid is gonna be
great.
insane. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna let them do whatever they want,
Mm-hmm.
because why would I want them to be mad at me?
Oh yeah,
I
totally.
would-
Just let him do it.
I wouldn't want them to be mad at me. So
I've heard
easy.
you should try to be their friend as much as
Yes.
possible.
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah, big time.
I'm-
You want to be
I'm
your
gonna
kid's
call-
best friend.
I'm gonna call them Kimasabi, and unless they say not to do that.
And that
which
doesn't
they
end
might
when
do.
they become an adult. You want to be their best friend until one or both of you is dead.
Yeah,
best-
Yeah.
best parental
1,000,000%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my kid at 40, and we will die at the same time when they enter the 27 club, and I'm 67.
That's awesome.
That's my plan.
That's so cool.
But those 27 years are gonna be fucking. They're gonna
Yeah.
fucking rock, dude.
You're gonna raise them from birth, like with the knowledge that they only have 27 years to
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Imagine if you knew that from the start.
They're
Yeah.
gonna be. They're gonna get really sick at guitar. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh hell yeah.
Like
That's
right
so
now,
cool.
we're on this show to promote our show, but we're also on the show to promote. You know, when my kid swings through town a couple decades from now,
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta check
You're-
that
you
shit
gotta
out.
check that. You gotta check that shit out.
You know what's
they're
funny?
Yeah.
gonna
The,
be the next Hendrix.
the venue that you're playing at in Iowa City, Gabe's, on
Mhm.
March 22nd, everyone. Get tickets now.
Oh yeah, do that.
One of their like favorite things is that Nirvana came through there before they were huge.
Whoa. Are you
Wow.
serious?
Yeah. There's a picture of it. I think.
Cool.
That's
We're
sick.
just like Nirvana.
Yeah,
We're kind of the Nirvana of alt comedy.
we're trans. I'm almost certain I'm gonna have a girlfriend kill me at some point.
Definitely.
Pretty much.
And then I'm
exactly
gonna go
the
on to
same.
have an awesome career as
an awesome career.
I'm gonna start
putting-
the
putting-
Foo
putting out-
Fighters.
You're gonna put the Foo Fighters of Girl God.
I'm gonna start the Foo Fighters. Oh fuck! I just found out someone already started the Foo Fighters.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Yeah. He's been at it for
Damn.
a while, but he's probably retiring soon, right? You could take over.
Yeah. Then someone else can start the Foo Fighters.
I feel like there's been 10 Foo Fighters, you know, or like 10 basically the Foo Fighters. Like at any given time, you can probably just take up the mantle, or like maybe do like a a Weird Al.
Grace is gonna get Courtney
thing.
loved by like 10 people at once.
I hope so. That's
gonna be awesome.
Courtney loves Firing Squad. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the Guinness World Record for Courtney loved by the most people at once.
That's so awesome.
Polyamorous Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yo.
Whoa.
It's time to get back into therapy, I think. As soon as we're done with this, I'm sending some emails.
Awesome. No, Grace, you can't do that.
This is a really good place to add the BetterHelp ad. Justin, go ahead and put it here.
We do
Use
a
the
lot of
code
ads on the show.
ROCKHARD.
Every like 10 or so minutes we got to do an ad for a different website.
That's awesome.
Yeah, BetterHelp. It's .com, right?
Yeah, net.
Is it .com?
No.
Or?
Fucking no.
Those guys have money.
They're pulling the funding.
Those guys have money. It's gotta be .com. Those guys have money.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads me to one of my
That's
questions.
where you go for ineffective internet therapy. Last ditch efforts to not kill yourself. BetterHelp.com.
That's awesome.
It's only like $300 to sign up, and then you're assigned to a counselor that has about 40 people assigned to them, and they get back to you with a message not relevant to what you just sent to them, like within 24 hours.
It's really automated.
It sounds like you're not getting a therapist, but like an Italian mom in Brooklyn in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Who's got like 40 kids and is trying to make sure they're all happy.
Yeah.
I just had an awesome idea for like a sci-fi movie, but it has a big twist. So it's kind of like a period like piece. Mm-hmm. It's a period like drama. There's like romance, whatever. And every day all the women go to work at the factory. And then the reveal at the end is they're actually in this big factory communicating through time. They're BetterHelp. They're working for BetterHelp, doing therapy across time for all of the. Grace is looking extremely confused, but I feel like I've got something here.
I'm just proud of you for framing that as a good idea. I
think it's a really good idea.
You've got that self-confidence shining through.
I think that's an awesome idea. It's going to be
my only thing with it is, why is the reveal at the end? Wouldn't it be like the compelling, just like the basically the plot of the movie?
No.
If that's the reveal at the end, then what happens?
Yeah, what are you looking
movie?
at the rest of the time?
It's just about their lives. It's just about their lives.
It's a period drama. It's it's a serious drama until the like sci-fi twist at the end.
It's like
is it a twist if it doesn't have anything to do with what was previously happening?
I think so, because you just have to not expect it.
Stupider movies have been made, and that's how I'm going to get this sold.
Yeah, horrible things have happened in this world. Horrible things.
You go in the pitch meeting and you just say, "You've done worse." And you point at them accusingly.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do in the meeting. Well, Grace, I hope you're happy you're off the project. So.
Wait, no, I really need this right now. I really need this. Inside Job got canceled. I need fucking something. Please, dude, don't do this to me.
No, sorry, you're off the project.
Stella, were you going to say something like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, I think you had a good question. No. Can you hit us with the good question? No, Stella, hit us with the good question. No. You have so many questions. Hit us with any question.
She did prep some questions. She told me.
Yeah. Usually, this is the most prep I've ever done for one of these.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's an incredible honor.
Yeah. So I Googled Girl God, and the top result right now is girlplusgod.com, which is like a Christian
That's
website.
our side company.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our side company.
Yeah.
This is related to the church, I assume.
It's a dating site, right? I think I looked at that too.
Oh, no. I think you're confused because they use the term relationship goals, but they're referring to a girl's relationship with God.
Oh, okay. That's probably what your act is about, right?
And the goal is for him to make it creamy. Am I right?
Oh, nothing gets me going like our Lord and Savior.
That's what we're trying to make happen, at least with our kind of pitch to people joining our church is, and mostly it's cis bisexual women.
Oh, guilty.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if
You'd
you want
be
to
a great
join,
candidate for the
you'd
church.
be a
Yeah.
really great candidate for the church.
You know why they call? Oh, sorry.
No,
sorry.
you keep
I was going
going.
to say, you know why they call him the savior? Because you're supposed to save yourself for him.
Well, or her.
Whoa.
That's the nice thing about God, kind of genderless, you know.
Not to me.
God's a man.
God's a man to me. I'm so sorry.
When you date God, you're at least dating a he/they, and that's huge cred in this scene. You know, like that's really cool. You can basically say you're gay then, and that's huge.
You cleared the bar, yeah.
You cleared the bar. God isn't a woman, but he is a he/they. I think that's what.
I don't like this direction.
Bare minimum.
This isn't working for me.
You don't? Do you disagree with that?
That God uses he/they pronouns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I had to think about it.
We're gonna have to have a whole meeting of the synod now.
So I think
we're gonna have.
This is going to be the show. We're going to be debate. We're going to be fuck the tour. We're going to be figuring this out for the whole. Yeah.
What God's pronouns are. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'm sure to many listeners.
Every night of the tour is just
every night of the tour. We're going to figure it out.
And we actually come to different conclusions pretty much every night.
Yes.
But what were you saying, Justin? We would love to answer any and all queries.
I prepared one question because I know, Grace, you wrote for Rick and Morty.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure you know where this is going with the recent stuff, but
I don't really read the news.
Well, my question is, did you write the Pickle Rick episode?
No, I did not.
Okay. Let me just mark that down.
I did not write that episode. I think
Grace
that episode came out when I was 20, maybe.
Yeah, that show's been on for a long time.
I actually did write that episode.
April wrote it. Yeah, April
I
wrote
actually
it.
did write that episode. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it was my idea.
And you know, it's actually a really stirring. It's a stirring. A lot of people think that it's, you know, people don't remember that it's like really a deep investigation into the mental state of a man who would turn himself into a pickle. So people are dismissive of it, but it's a pretty important work of modern literature.
If I remember right, he does it to avoid going to family therapy or something, right?
I've not seen the show, but I do. If that sounds right.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Wait, what was what? Oh, sorry.
The question was just if Grace wrote the Pickle Rick episode.
Oh, but circling all the way back, what was the question about girl plus God?
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh.
Was there a question at the end of that?
It was just girlplusgod.com? Question mark?
That's you, right?
Are you affiliated?
That's the question. I was wondering if there was some question that I had accidentally.
No, this is how we do journalism in Iowa. Not good.
Yeah.
This is great. You're exploring. I think you're asking very open-ended questions, and that's what matters.
This is a really good recreation of what it's like to try to talk to me after a show at like a bar. So honestly, you probably if you're coming out to the show and you've listened to this podcast, you probably don't even need to talk to me after now. You've got you're getting the whole experience in this podcast.
This is pretty much what it's like.
Is that how you'd prefer it? Is if people who listen to this then not talk to you after the show?
No, they can talk. They can come talk to me about whatever they want. But we've covered the Pickle Rick thing. I can't answer more questions about Pickle Rick or continuity. But I'd be happy to. But I'd certainly love to, you know, talk about my friend Justin, who's a genius, you know. He's no. I've actually I have never met the guy. He was not in the room the entire time that
I read that he was barely involved for the most of the show's run. So
well, you know, when you're that powerful of a creative force, it would have been overwhelming for him to be there, you know? Like we would have
yeah.
been just in awe of him too much to actually get work done on the show. So
And it's a waste of his precious time.
Yeah, it's a waste of the time that he had to spend.
Yeah, that guy's got shit to do. These 16-year-olds aren't going to fuck themselves. Come on.
Let's mark that edit. Let's can we change that to 17? Does that sound better?
Sure. Here, I'll deliver to you. These 17-year-olds aren't going to fuck themselves. There, you can just put that in. Just put that.
Bing.
Yeah, just kind of cut that together.
Yeah,
that's great.
Can you say it one more time so we can get that clean?
These 17-year-olds aren't going to fuck themselves.
That's nice.
Very
That's
good.
nice.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
We're going to
good.
use that one.
That's the one.
Yeah, Justin, get better from like leukemia or whatever you've got, dude. Again, I don't read the news, so I don't really know what's going on. But RIP, maybe. I'm not sure.
RIP.
RIP, dude.
Yeah, not yet. I don't think, but maybe. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Could be
Depends
coming.
on how quickly you get this one out, huh? But
we're calling our shots. We got to predict things that'll happen between now and March 15th.
Oh, you have no idea.
Any other ideas?
Everything that's going to happen between now and March 15th.
yeah, I think almost certainly I turned 29, right? That's coming up. Do you think
I mean,
that change?
Yeah,
like
what?
you would you would turn 29
We have to
on
when
the
you
6th
when you co-lead a cult, you have to divide up who is in control of different things. So April's in control of birthdays and
When
ages.
they fall. Yep.
Yeah. So
well, no,
geez,
I'm saying that you would turn 29 on the 6th of March if you were around.
Oh, okay.
On that date. That's what I was kind of implying. Just to
Unless he
say
was
that
sent
out loud
to heaven.
Yeah.
It's cool
Okay,
that
that
you
makes
guys
sense.
It's
keep
true that you would.
Because some cults you don't get a birthday.
No, we do keep birthdays. We do keep birthdays because it's important to have one day when it's your special day when you get treated to something special. And normally Grace and I will treat members of the cult to something special on their birthday.
Yeah,
and don't say no.
We kind of all do. We have all of those. Just the members kind of have the same birthday, so we don't forget it.
Oh, okay.
Smart
and
benevolent.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you're a great candidate. You're a great candidate.
It really simplifies everything.
Yeah.
So is then everybody celebrates their birthday on March 6th then?
No, everybody celebrates their birthday on February 29th, so only on leap years.
I see. Okay.
We can't
Grace,
be fucking...
Grace gets her own birthday because she's the leader, obviously. Yeah. So she gets her own birthday because she's important and chosen, by
April
God
mostly. Oh, okay.
And me. But
do you keep your birthday as well, April?
I don't have a birthday because I was actually created by God, just kind of in this form already, and I've just kind of been looked like this forever. So
okay, yeah. So you haven't grown or aged at all.
No,
you've just been as we see you now.
Yeah, no. This is kind of it. This is what you're gonna get. Yeah, forever.
That's cool. Are you immortal too?
I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't tried to kill myself or anything. Yeah. So
look at you on your pedestal.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I haven't tried to kill myself because I'm of sound mind. I think if you try to kill yourself, that's a weakness in the mind.
I'm worried that I don't think you should try to kill yourself because what if the only way you can die is by killing yourself?
Right. I think that's how it is for vampires or something.
Well, they can also get staked in the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of have to let it happen.
Sunlight.
Right.
Well, it depends on how powerful the vampire is. In True Blood, for instance, if the vampires get more powerful the older they get, So generally speaking, the oldest vampires do choose to die at some point.
Cool.
Feel for 100% definitely talk to
And
me about True Blood after
is that
the
like
show.
real?
I'm assuming True Blood is real. I don't know why
Well, it
they
says
would have
true.
gone through.
It says true in the title.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it says
it literally
true in the title.
says true.
The
You know.
documentary True Blood.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never been down south in those lands. So maybe there's vampires down there.
We were in New Orleans.
Oh, that's actually true. But only in the city. It's not in the city, is it? It's outside of the city.
The bayou.
Well, True Blood
it's down
actually
in
takes place in Mississippi, I think.
Okay.
Not
I
Louisiana.
think it's Louisiana.
It's out there.
Temps. It takes place in Bon Temps.
Yeah.
Bon Temps. Bon Temps.
That's French,
It takes
right?
place in Bon Temps.
Bon. It's certainly.
Bon
You're
Temps.
right. It's Louisiana. It's not Mississippi.
Is it Bon
but
Temps?
But the Werewolf King is in Mississippi, I think.
Okay.
Bon Temps.
They got
We are just
different territories.
we're so excited to be on Iowa's only True Blood podcast.
Oh yeah. No, I've never been to Iowa in my life.
Yeah,
So,
April's not a Midwesterner.
Oh, baby.
April's
I'm
from
not
Seattle.
a Midwesterner. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm from the Pacific, from Pacific Northwest. Actually,
So that's more like Twilight
That was
Country.
an interesting.
that is Twilight
Yeah.
Country. Yeah, that's Twilight Country. So I saw those guys around all the time up there.
And that's pretty much the opposite of True Blood because those vampires are the most powerful right when they've turned, which I think was that's an interesting move.
Really? Yeah.
They flipped it. Stephanie
Wow.
Meyer, she turned it on her head.
Well, that's really clever. That's creative, I think. I just think that's really, clever and smart. So I saw those guys around all the time.
What were they really like?
Well, they're way hornier than they even are portrayed in the novel. So, in the novel, Edward is portrayed as like, oh, like I'm a one woman guy, like I'm gonna mate for life, and I'm only in love with you, Bella. That's not true. That guy was fucking the shit out of every slut and hoe at the high school, and boy did he like them young.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
and he's like at least 100 years old.
Yeah, vampires have, he's stuck as a teen boy forever, or like an early 20s, whatever age he is, forever. So he's got needs that, Bella can't always meet. So, that guy was doing some naughty things. Yeah, and the werewolves, they actually were made up. They're not real.
Okay, that was
So that part was fiction. That part was fiction, but the vampires, they're real. So,
I am worried, like, my baby will, like, the imprinting thing in Twilight.
Oh yeah, don't bring.
Is that real?
That's real, yeah.
That's real. Yeah, that part's real.
That's super real.
One time, a baby imprinted on me, which is super uncomfortable.
No.
I was like, not into it. Sorry. And
it was.
It's
if I
not
remember
you, it's
correctly,
me.
literally, it's not you. It's me.
It was one of them baby geniuses, right? So it was.
Oh no.
It was constantly concocting these clever plans.
It was real. It was really, really, really uncomfortable.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill, a baby genius, boss baby,
Oh my god.
and
They're all babies.
yeah,
Great.
we're gonna.
So think of
never
a
mind.
third baby, quick.
No, don't think of a third baby because then we got an open spot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
So there's no third baby. There's no.
I got one in mind, but do you want me to say it or
You're
not?
picturing a baby right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, one just jumped to mind. All I think it was like like Maggie Simpson.
I was thinking.
Yeah, when I say
Tommy
when
Pickles.
I say fuck, marry, kill, what babies jump into your mind? Everyone, quick, name the top 3 babies in your head when I say fuck.
We're making a lot of mistakes on tonight's podcast.
Just
No.
joking. Just joking
No,
around.
what we're doing is we're making a lot of progress
Mhm.
by talking about these issues that people don't really want to talk about. We're
People do not want to talk about that. You're right.
No, we're coming to the kitchen table and we're finding solutions.
That's true.
Have we found any yet?
That plays well in Iowa.
Listen, you don't
that
have
kitchen
to
table talk.
It's not about the solutions you find, it's about the finding. It's about finding the
process. Yeah.
The process, yeah.
The never-ending quest for solutions.
Mm-hmm.
We're obviously April and I are obviously coming to Iowa because we're about to announce a presidential run.
Yeah. Nikki Haley was just here. Pretty exciting.
Oh, really? She's a good buddy of ours.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, damn. Miss that girly.
Yeah.
Damn.
How
She's
did you
crazy.
meet her?
We went to college together.
Yeah, her and I have like kind of a long thing.
Yeah, it's
historical.
Kind of
we don't need to get into it on the
or-
pod. It's not really
will they or
important.
won't they? Sort of.
Yeah, it's really not important.
Let's just say April almost U-hauled it to the capital of our nation.
But for like various political reasons, it just never was quite right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like for instance, Nikki thinks April is a man, and that's been tough.
Yeah, but not for the reasons you'd think.
No, mostly because April is smarter than her, and she's like, "Well, I'm the smartest woman, so you must be." Yeah,
totally. You can always clock a trans woman by her intellectual capabilities.
Yes, yeah,
totally. Yeah, that's the difference between trans women and real women. Is that trans women have that cunning.
It's all intellectual.
It takes a man to trick people into thinking that they're a woman.
Nikki Haley, your misogyny
just
is showing.
Spitball in here, folks. Just spitball. I can do this all night.
If you agree with anything April just said, come on down to Gabe's on March 22nd in Iowa City.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, live. Buy tickets now.
It's partly a show and partly kind of a rally for what's right,
Yeah, totally. And we're not going to say exactly what that is, but I think you know.
Yeah,
I think
gathering of like-minded individuals.
Yes,
campaign announcement.
Exactly. It's going to be very historic.
Oh yeah, it's going to be huge. It's going to be fun. It's going to be sick. I think we're in Iowa for a few days. What else are we? Or
we actually have we have time to like either explore Iowa or explore Denver. Because we have
true.
Like they
definitely stay here. Definitely.
Should we stay in Iowa?
Yeah.
They gave us an insane amount of time.
Yeah, I see you're headed to Denver on the 26th.
Yeah. Like it's not that. It's like a day's drive maybe. So
I've
done
be a
that
little
drive.
Taxing. Yeah, I've done that too. It's a little long, but
a number of times. Yeah. I mean, you can stop in Omaha or Lincoln, or you can just do it a day's trip. But point being, like, what should we check out in Iowa City while we're there?
Well, let's see. The police station's like across the street from Gabe's. So
no, I can't go there.
Go there first.
Okay.
There's a nice there's a library. It's pretty good. That'll be okay.
I can't read, so that's a problem for me.
Do you guys have any like cool like comic shops?
Yes, actually, there is Daydreams. It's just it's like a block away from Gabe's on the on the corner of Washington.
It'd be really funny
Lynn.
if we keep suggesting things and you're like, oh yeah, it's about 1 block away.
Really?
That's Iowa City. Yeah. Pretty
if
much.
you open the front door to Gabe's and look to your right, you'll see it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So city, you're right. It's kind of a stretch, but we're a little big for our britches here.
It's going to be the biggest city in
I'm
Iowa.
Sure Iowa City is going to fucking rock. I love little Midwestern cities. They're the best. We are excited. I'm so psyched for Iowa City. All of like the smaller stops are going to be like such a fucking blast.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we were curious how we ended up on your route.
We have like, this is our first tour booked by like a touring agency.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They did some math or something.
They ran the numbers.
They ran the numbers.
They sent guys out to count how many trans and trans-leaning people are in different cities, and they said, well, these are the ones where we got enough responses that we think that you guys could justify going there. So
that's what he was doing. I remember that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that he said he talked to every single person there.
Yeah.
So
probably took 5-6 hours.
Yeah,
I remember he was wearing a
fucking
conspicuous hat.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think he was wearing if I remember correctly, a trans flag bucket hat that we said to not wear, but I think he went with it.
Yeah, it was. Yep, it was that. Yeah, I can tell you there are a good number of trans people in Iowa City that are very excited you're coming.
They better come to our goddamn show. That's awesome. Wait, who are excited? Oh, cool.
Okay, let's go.
Oh,
that
cool.
rocks.
Okay.
Listen, I'll take on all of them. All right. Oh wait, you said they want to come? That's cool. That's chill then.
Sorry, I process information one word at a time. So
yeah.
Sometimes I get angry at the first part of a sentence, and it takes me a few minutes before I get, happy again by the end of the sentence.
I process information about every other word at a time. So April's like way better at it than me. And she's pretty bad. So
you're only human.
No, we're psyched. If you're listening to this podcast, you should get your ticket right now. So
all tickets, by the way, are at girlgodlive.com.
Yeah, girlgodlive.com. Snappy, easy to remember.
Girlgodlive.com. Cool. And if you're looking for porn, try pornhub.com.
Yes.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, jot that down.
Yeah.
I'll do it after the show, but
if you're looking for tickets to Girl God, try girlgodlive.com.
Yeah, no porn on there yet, but we're working on it.
We're working on getting a tab with some hot transsexual porn. Wait, that's actually a really good idea.
That's a really great idea.
That's actually really funny. I think it'd be really funny to have a tab that linked to a bunch of trans porn.
I think we could really up our traffic.
It would be really funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
We start producing porn for the website. Yeah. We're looking to hire some people to. Yeah. We do comedy and also we're porn producers.
There may be some people in Iowa City who would be interested in.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a tax credit in the state of Iowa that you could.
I bet. Yeah.
They love producing television shows in Iowa. It's sort of like Atlanta, like the Georgia tax credit thing.
Oh, okay, but only for trans porn.
Yes.
Yeah, specifically.
That's cool. That's cool. Iowa, you're good. You're good by me. You're my ally.
Yeah, awesome. So can you if you guys could just get us the address of every trans slut or hoe in Iowa City,
that's
that'd
a
be
matter
great.
Of public records. I'm sure we can assemble that.
Yeah, awesome. On the census, it's the box 1, are you trans? Box 2, are you a slut or a hoe? Check. Yeah, cool.
Well, I have that's a category of my contacts in my phone is trans sluts
that's
and
awesome.
hoes.
I always make sure to write down when I take someone's phone number, slut, hoe, or not.
This is all great stuff, folks. I think this is all. I'm glad it's cool that apparently this is something you guys talk about a lot, but whenever you say the word hoe, it sounds like you say it once every few years. It's interesting that it's a word that apparently you would think that you say a lot, but the way
I literally talk about sluts and hoes every day of my life, Grace.
Sure, yeah, I'm not questioning that. I'm
literally,
just saying
I talk about that shit all the time.
What's the distinction? Slut versus hoe?
Listen, if you have to ask, you're a hoe. And you'll never be a slut, and don't even try.
I would say that I'm more of the slut category, but
that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think that's awesome. Just because I've got a lot of things going for me.
Yeah,
Grace has to find the most annoying person to have sex with in every city on tour. That's a challenge we've set out for her.
Wow. Wow. That was supposed to be a secret, April.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Well,
forget
I'm positive
I said
that. The most annoying person in Iowa City listens to our podcast, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
cool.
They'll be ready, waiting for you.
Talk to Grace after the show.
Yeah, feel free to hit me up, but only if you're also hot. And be honest, with yourself.
Stella, did you prepare any more questions? I think you did, right?
Yeah, I have one more.
Yeah.
Okay, hit us.
So I don't want to say that you stole our bit, but at least at one time, part of the show was you ask someone what, I think in the audience, what the worst thing is that they've ever done. Is that correct?
That was something that we used to we used to have this show that it was a couple tours again.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Remember, it was a couple tours ago.
What show was that?
I remember How to Be a Comedian. We would try to get them to do. We would just bring someone up and teach them how to do
No, I remember the show, but we would ask them what the worst thing they ever done.
We would try to get them. So this was like a very an early version of the bit. We would be like, we would try to get them to tell a joke, and we'd be like, well, what's the worst thing you've ever done? This is like years ago. April.
Oh, the very early when it was like before it was a show, when it was like a bit that we would do.
I bet that they read that Arts in America article.
I wonder
that references that. Yeah. So yes, go on. Yes, that's happened.
So when we have elected officials on the podcast, that is famously a question we like to ask them. And so since we have both of you on the podcast, would you be willing to share?
You are seeking elected office.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst thing we've ever done.
Yeah, the worst thing I've ever done is probably just be a regular guest on podcasts. I'm trying to get past that.
Yeah, and if you ever go on a podcast, you're a manipulator and a fucking toxic piece of shit.
Yeah,
that's true.
So,
what about you, April?
Well, listen, what I want to say is that I've never done anything wrong in my life because I'm a perfect angel, sweetie. But it takes a brave person to be afraid to tell to not be afraid to tell.
Yeah.
Tell the truth. It takes
exactly.
Not be afraid to not tell the truth.
The truth is a brave thing to tell.
Okay.
It takes the truth to be. You have to tell the truth. You got to tell the truth to be brave.
I always believe the truth too. So
I'm gonna tell the truth. It's kind of a long story, and it goes all the way back to this one fateful day, 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start
Justin's
with
birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The 9/11 was my 11th birthday.
That's
we have a friend who 9/11 was there. Like 9/11 2001 at 6 p.m. was when they were born.
Oh yeah,
they're reincarnated.
Tough day to give birth.
Yeah,
literally reincarnated.
Yeah, especially like later in the day when you know it's all the stuff that happened.
It's sunk in
totally.
For a few hours.
100% it's happened. Yeah. If I were them, I would go through all of the people who died that day and try to figure out which one was me.
I think all their names are on like a memorial or something. You could,
if they picked someone
or something,
like
make a
one
day
of the heroes of the flight that went down.
Let's
the one
roll.
in Pennsylvania, right?
Remember that story? They said "Let's roll." As
actually, our friend's name was named after. Our friend's name is United Flight 93.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
It is a beautiful name.
But like if they said, "Oh, I'm this person reincarnated, one of the people that, stood up to the hijackers," would you be like, "That's bullshit. No, you're not."
I'd be like, "No." Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe they would do that. I don't know. Grace, you know them better than I would. They? Who do you think they were?
I think they were honestly, I think they are probably one of the ones who
one of the terrorists.
Who just one of the passengers who just kept sitting down and was like, "Well, hopefully this will blow over."
Wait, maybe. Were there like guys on 9/11 who were just kind of like sleeping?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I
actually have never thought about that. There are people who are just probably like asleep or like vibing with their. Honestly, on an airplane, I just have my headphones in. I don't pay attention to anything. Yeah. If there was like a hijacking at the front of the plane, I would not have noticed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't listen to the safety demonstration. I'm not going to pay attention to this.
Literally, I don't even notice when that happens.
I would have seen the hijackers and been like, "Damn, someone's having a crazy time at 5 a.m."
Literally.
Maybe. Save it for
And honestly,
the landing,
if you
fellas.
did
Like,
notice the hijacking right away, it's probably because you're racist.
Yeah.
that's true.
Oh, you
That's
saw
true.
some guys stand up and you just thought it was a hijacking right away.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
you locked on.
Maybe reflect. Maybe
Yeah.
look inward.
Look inward.
The first
yeah,
guy who noticed,
absolutely.
he actually was like talked down by his wife not to say anything. She's like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
That's really funny. If you noticed the hijacking,
Listen,
you're in
honey,
hell now.
honey,
You're
honey,
definitely-
honey, they probably just know the captain.
he was right
They're
for the wrong
probably
reasons."
old friends. Like, chill out. It's okay.
Yes, he has a box cutter. So do we. This is how we all
So do we.
fly in
We've all
2001.
got one.
Yeah, everybody had weapons on them.
Wait, I was on a plane a few weeks ago. Oh, it was when I was flying back from DC, Grace. So like a week ago, I was on a plane and they actually over the intercom was like, "Is there a medical professional on this flight?" or whatever. This is the first time I've ever been on a
What?
plane. I mean, I guess I don't know because normally my headphones are in, but for some reason I heard that, and I didn't realize that actually happened.
Yeah,
They
that's in
actually-
like the movie Airplane.
Yeah, it's like a movie
Yeah.
like plot function. Like you'd think that I don't know. But yeah, they actually, and I don't think anyone raised their hand. So someone maybe died on that flight that I was on.
If I was gonna have a heart attack on a plane, I would just hold it. You
Yeah,
know?
come on.
I would
Let
just
it
wait
wait.
until we got to
Maybe
the airport.
the pilot is like seeking someone who can write prescriptions. Like, hey,
That'd
is there a
be so
medical
funny.
doctor on the
Yeah.
plane? Like,
That'd be great.
Have
That
your
would be
prescription
great.
pad
To the
with
front
you?
of the plane and asking for Xanax. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yo, can anybody do we have a medical professional? I really need some Addies to keep up. I'm falling asleep here, dude. Like, if anyone's got anything fun, you know what I mean? Some party favors. Just head on up here.
I think there maybe
That's so
actually
funny.
like aren't even pilots on the planes anymore. I think they're probably lying about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wouldn't know. They
You don't
locked
see
that
them,
shit up.
yeah.
There could be
Yeah.
anything going on in there.
Yeah.
There could literally be anything. All planes could be flown by a different species. I mean, for all we know, who knows?
Listen,
Literally
stop,
anything could be happening. The pilot.
stop pitching your novel on
they keep
every
that-
podcast.
and then at the
that we
end of the
come
flight,
on.
it turns out they've been BetterHelp chat
the
responders
twist,
the whole
the
time.
reveal, the sci-fi reveal is that it was BetterHelp the whole time.
Yeah, and every time you take a flight, you're actually time traveling.
That's so true. But
Yeah.
no, but like seriously, why do they keep that door closed the whole flight? Because the pilots are sucking each
Because
other
of
off and shit.
9/11. Because of 9/11.
So that 9/11 seems like a convenient excuse for pilots to be able to suck each other off mid-flight.
Yeah.
Huh?
They were
Ever
waiting
thought about
for it,
that?
Yeah.
You ever heard of security theater? That's what it's all about, really.
Literally, security theater so that you and your buddies can suck each other off because you're in the air for 9 hours and then men have
They're
needs.
bored. Yeah.
Come on, brother. Come on. I see right through that crap. Wait, before 9/11 there actually was no door to the
No, there were doors, but it wasn't locked like it is now.
Oh, so
Now
I
it's
guess
like
you do see in-
sealed and it can't be opened at
you
all.
do see
while they're
in movies
flight.
you see people like going up and a kid will get to sit on the
Yeah.
pilot's lap or
Yeah.
whatever.
Now they've
must
fired
be
all
s-
those pedos.
It must be sad for the pedophile pilots. I got into the pilot game so that I could have children on my lap at
Yeah.
work. And now, thanks to these terrorists,
I gotta be a
pedophilia in
Santa
America
Claus
has
now
been
at a
banned.
mall.
Yeah. Which that's not prestigious at all.
He graduated from flight school on September 10th, 2001. And just
That would suck.
Wow, really? The guy who did it? The terrorist? Oh, no.
The
Oh,
guy
I was-
the guy who did what?
they went to
9/11?
flight. They went to flight school.
Oh, but it wouldn't be a coincidence if the guy who did the hijacking had graduated the day before. That would make sense almost. It's only amazing
Well-
if it's a coincidence.
No, it would be cool because it would be like I'd find him more relatable if he had procrastinated until like, the last second.
Yeah, I honestly just don't find the terrorists very relatable to this juncture in my life.
Yeah.
he was
The
cramming.
terrorists are
Listen, I mean,
following
we're
like
try-
a lot of ADD accounts on Twitter and like
Yeah.
The 9/11 hijackers actually pulled an all-nighter the night before just
They
to
were
make sure they
cramming.
could really do it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, yeah, you really did have to know how to fly. It takes a great captain. It takes a great pilot to fly a plane. It takes an even better pilot to crash a plane.
Now that is a
to crash a plane perfectly. Yeah, that's a tagline. Yeah. It takes a great pilot to crash a plane. I want a movie called 9/11. It's called 9/11 Flight School. It's about the pilots in flight school before they do 9/11 for the terrorists, the people.
Yeah, and it's like an ensemble comedy.
Yeah, it'd be a comedy. Literally, that's so funny. Grace, we should write 9/11 Flight School.
I was thinking, so there's 9/11 Flight School. There's also kind of a speculative fiction version of this where
it was BetterHelp the whole time. Just joking.
It turns out the original 9/11 was not an inside job, but they have to do a second 9/11 in like 2031 or whatever to stop.
Oh man, the people are getting out of hand again. We got to do 9/11.
Maybe to save all the malls in America. Remember, like, go shop.
We call it exactly. We call it good 9/11.
That's really good.
The Purge.
That's
it's
awesome.
Part of the Purge series.
Good 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess on the Purge. The Purge better never fall on 9/11. That's asking for trouble.
That would suck. Yeah, why does everyone in the Purge movies, I guess I haven't seen some of the later ones, so maybe they do get there. But in the Purge movies, they're always like, "Oh man, crime is legal. I'm gonna punch my neighbor in the face or whatever." Like, crime is legal. I'm gonna shoplift tonight. I'm gonna rob a gas station. There's never like, oh, crime is legal tonight. Cool. I'm gonna fucking do like mass terrorism or whatever. That's what I would be doing. Like, you can get away with anything. Like, not that I would be doing that per se, but like,
I think that per se you would. It seems like per se that would be the.
Is everything legal? Is it like a big night for pedophiles, like the night of the Purge, like kidnap it? Like, they don't explore that in the movies. And I honestly think that if this were real, it'd be a big night for like, I'm going to go out and like rape a 16-year-old or whatever. Like, I think a lot of people would be doing that.
Yeah. I think they actually kind of deal with that in the first one.
Do they?
Because, he's got like Ethan Hawke's daughter gets almost assaulted.
Okay. I've seen the first one, and then I saw
Justin Roiland, I think.
Whoa.
That's true. And his only live action appearance.
Yeah.
Whoa. No, he's animated.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. On the Purge, you can just be a cartoon, man.
It's legal. It's legal.
Oh my God.
Oh, beep, beep. Yeah, I weirdly, The Purge is the last time I'm going to see that movie. I saw it with my cousin Michelle, and that is the last time I ever saw her before she overdosed.
Oh shit!
And I'm worried that maybe that The Purge, maybe seeing how much fun they were having.
Oh God,
doing illegal things.
Yeah, it won't
got
count.
her to think that it was okay to do drugs.
Yeah, she shed
and it was
her
the first time that she had done them. No, I'm just joking. That's sad. Wow.
It was.
I'm sorry.
It was not the first time. But
yeah.
But R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I was just thinking about that. That's kind of that's crazy. That dumb movie is the last thing that you could. I'm sorry. Well, now there's another good reason to come out to Girl God on March 22nd, because we've connected on a deep level.
Yeah.
Now,
Do we
Girl God is really
we're trying to stop
we're trying to stop the opioid crisis.
Yeah, don't let your cousins watch The Purge.
That's really
everyone.
important too. Yeah, don't let your cousins watch The Purge.
Although, if maybe do you want to come over after your show and watch The Purge at my place?
Yeah, that could be really. I
Grace
think that
just
could
sobbing
be very
the whole
cathartic.
time.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Grace would like go on a date with someone who would like put on The Purge, and then you would just start sobbing.
That's true.
That's a funny image. That's a funny scene.
That would for sure. It's happened before. It'll happen again.
That's so true.
People are always putting on the Purge, thinking it's a good date movie.
It is a common
it's just not.
first date choice. Yeah.
Man,
It's like a move. Someone who's seen The Purge like 50 times, that's their move.
It's a good way to like suss out someone like their personality and their morality and their ethics. Like you watch it and you're like, are you okay with purges? Are you okay with it?
Are you? If we're gonna keep going, I need to know if you're pro or anti-purge.
I put on the purge and I shake my head the whole time like I wouldn't do any of this stuff even if it was legal, just to show girls that I'm a good person.
You got to make a good first impression. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is wrong morally, and I know that. I
pause like every couple minutes and I'm like, okay, what about this though?
Yeah,
this is too far.
No,
right?
this too. It's
Pop
too
quiz.
far.
But I mean, cinematically, a beautifully shot film.
Doesn't
it
get
actually
much
won Best Picture that year?
Oh, really? That makes sense.
Yeah, it did.
That makes sense.
So, it's true. Don't look into it. Don't look it up.
I thought Crash won that year.
You thought what?
Crash won that year.
Crash?
Yeah. Do you remember that
is
one?
that the same? Is that the same year?
No, Crash is Crash. Does Crash also have Ethan Hawke in it?
I don't think so.
Those had to have been at least 15 years apart.
Matt Dillon, who looks similar.
Somewhat, yeah. No, a little bit. Yeah. Thank you for giving that to me. I appreciate it.
Stella does have trouble distinguishing faces of white men.
Yeah.
Comes up a lot.
That's crazy because I don't think either of those guys are white.
Oh, fuck.
So it might not just be tied down to that. It might just be in general.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm just colorblind.
We don't see
Yeah,
color
we're really
on the
excited
record.
to go to Iowa City. Progressive bastion. What do you two do outside of this podcast? Like, what do you guys do in Iowa City? Do you work at a radio station together or something fun?
That would be cool, but no.
That'd be cool,
I'm mostly a musician and like a sound guy.
Okay, that's great. That rocks.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
And what about you, Stella?
I work in I help with healthcare websites. That's
actually way more rock star now than being a musician, you know?
Agreed.
You're giving
Whoa.
Really, people who work in healthcare are our generation's rock stars when you think about it.
All right, Grace.
I gave her like a standing ovation
Healthcare
every
heroes,
night when COVID started.
Yeah, that's awesome.
God
Yeah,
for
going to my friend's house and just doing that.
Healthcare marketing is really the unsung hero of the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of people don't know that.
Marketing. Yeah, marketing for sure. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. That's the most important part is people need to know about healthcare. Yeah, we have a real healthcare crisis. Not enough people know about healthcare in America. Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know that healthcare is a thing?
You can go to a doctor.
Not even.
Maybe.
I really don't even know about that.
Really.
Actually, I can't.
No. I didn't even know.
I've heard about doctors, at bars and stuff. You know, sometimes people bring them up, but I haven't looked at
being called to the front of the plane.
Yeah.
Why would I go to the doctor so that a rich man in a lab coat can feel me up? That happens every night to me.
Yeah. And you're getting paid for it.
Why would I need to get paid? Why would I pay someone to do something that happens for free every time I shut my eyes?
So Girl God's going to be at Gabe's in Iowa City, March 22nd. GirlGodLive.com. Buy your tickets now.
GirlGodLive.com.
Go
March
do it.
22nd.
It's going to be so sick.
Gabe's Iowa City.
It's going to be so cool.
Thank you two for having us.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
And feel free to find us online.
That's
also,
true.
I'm at Autogynophiles on everything, and
I'm Grace G. Freud on Twitter,
and Grace Freud Business on Instagram.
That's true. I'm all business on Instagram.
All business all the time.
But I'm gonna be crazy and I'm gonna be on freaking wild on March 22nd at Games in Iowa City. Go to girlgodlive.com, everybody.
Yeah, all party, no business at Gabe's.
That's true. Yeah,
that's true. That's really true.
Before we go, I did want to ask April, Autogynophiles. What is that?
Well, here's the thing. So, are either of you familiar with autogynephilia?
I've seen the word typed
So
by crazy people, so I don't
hope
really know
this
what it is.
doesn't like awaken
So, like,
anything in me.
so some time ago, there's this. Well, he's still alive. This like fucked up like psychologist, Ray Blanchard, who proposed a theory of why trans people exist. And in this theory, there's two kinds of trans women, because trans men are not real, or they're a whole other thing. I can't remember, but there's two kinds of trans women in this theory. And the first kind is homosexual transsexuals, which are gay men who are so gay that they wanted to become women to get even more men. And then there's autogynephiles, or people with autogynephilia, which really just means it's gyna, like like gynecology, and then auto yourself, and then philia, like love. So it's people, men who are turned on by the thought of themselves as a woman. So it's attraction to yourself as a woman. So that's kind of the theory. And then autogynephiles is spelled with an F, is a kind of a pun, if you will.
And
on
what's
that.
a pun?
And a pun is I'm actually not sure what a pun is, but I'm told that that's what autogynephiles is.
Well,
so
whatever it is, it sounds like a hoot and a half.
It's a hoot and a half. Autogynephilia is and everything I just said is true, by the way. That's really how trans people are. There's two kinds of trans women. That's true.
Not only that it's true that it's this guy's theory, but it's
but it's also
theory.
True. Research has shown that it's a correct theory.
Yeah.
And those are the two kinds of trans women. And that's what makes Grace and I work, is that
I haven't
one of each.
Okay.
I haven't pledged yet.
I see.
We're one
undecided.
We're one of each.
You're
and
rushing.
We're not gonna say which is which.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's personal.
Well, sometimes we're one and sometimes we're the other, sometimes we switch it up a little bit.
It's all fluid. It's fluidity.
What percentage of your show is pun-based humor?
Every word is a pun if you really think about it.
Yeah.
But for most people, that'll go right over their heads.
Yeah. So most people will think it's 0%, but if you really think about it hard, it's actually 100%.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's end it there and just plead with our listeners one last time. Go to Gabe's March 22nd, girlgodlive.com to buy your tickets.
Girlgodlive.com. There's no porn on there, but there might be soon.
But there might be some soon, so go check.
Yeah. By the time we release this, there may be porn there. So even if you don't want to buy a ticket, you could at least check for that, right?
Yeah. And also buy a ticket because, we got to get some money to make this porno,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It costs money. You got to pay people, camera operators, we got to have some concessions, fluffers. Yeah. All that jazz.
Wait, concessions?
This is
like a craft table, food. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening, and thank you to April and Grace, Girl God, for gracing us with your presence.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
Hey there. Thanks for listening to our episode with Girl God. Now that I know for sure that I'm releasing this episode on March 15th, there's a couple other things I would like to plug. So first off, Girl God's kind of a lot more popular than us, so it's possible that people from outside of Iowa, outside of our usual audience, are listening to this. So first off, some other Girl God dates. They're going to be in Nashville, Tennessee on the 15th tonight. They're in Detroit on the 16th, Milwaukee the 18th, Chicago the 19th, and St. Louis on the 21st. So if you're in any of those cities, again, go to girlgodlive.com to get tickets to those shows. And there may possibly be people listening to this from the East Coast who are into weird experimental music. So my band Wombat will be playing at the Red Room in Baltimore on March 16th, at Rhizome in Washington, D.C. on March 17th, and at Studio 34 Yoga Studio in Philadelphia on March 19th. So I'd love to see you there if you are a Girl God fan and a weird music fan. And I'm going to end the podcast with a little bit of Wombat's music. So if you like what you hear right now and you're in Baltimore, DC, or Philly, come check us out. Thanks.